According to Google, there's many different types of reptiles. It says over 10,000 species. I compared and contrasted a bunch of facts about alligators and crocodiles so you can tell the difference. Gators live in lakes or rivers in a hot climate, and crocodiles live in brackage or saltwater. Alligators are mainly popular in Florida and Louisiana for obvious reasons, and crocodiles are popular everywhere apart from the northeast top part of America. There are 8 different types of alligator, and there are 9 genera and 28 species of crocodiles. The rarest species of crocodile is Crocodus endurminus, or the Orinoco crocodile. It is a critically endangered crocodile, and the most common is the American crocodile. The most common alligator is the American alligator, and the rarest is the leucistic alligator. It is the rarest generic version of the American alligator. Snakes are one of the most well-known animals in the world, and when someone says reptiles, you probably think of snakes. Snakes are so popular because how many different types of snakes there are, or because of the common feeler snakes, also known as ophidiophobia. The most popular and well-known kind of snakes are the rattlesnake and the king cobra. And did you know that there's nearly 3,000 different types of snakes? One type of snake I want to talk about is the green anaconda. They're known for being the biggest types of snake and can grow up to 30 feet long. Now I'm going to be covering venomous versus non-venomous snakes and how to tell if one is venomous or not. As you can see from these pictures, venomous snakes usually have very bright colors, or what the king cobra has, a stance or intimidation tactic to ward off predators. Here's an example of a non-venomous snake. As you can see, this snake has no poppy bright colors, and it doesn't have a stance to ward off predators. Did you know lizards could regrow their tails? They can do this because, for this part, I've done this voiceover like 50 times. I can't figure out how to say this, so you can read it. さつまいもさつまいも甘いから大好きお菓子にも This is what it looks like when a lizard fully regrows their tail. It can take up to 60 days for this process to kick in and for them to fully regrow it. Not all lizards can do this, only geckos and anole, and sometimes chameleon. The next reptile I want to talk about is the Komodo dragon. It's at the top right corner. The Komodo dragon and the monitor lizard are often confused. The monitor lizard is at the top and the Komodo dragon is at the bottom. Komodo dragons are the biggest and heaviest lizards on Earth. Full-grown adults can reach 10 feet or 3 meters long and weigh more than 300 pounds, 140 kilograms. Most weigh about 150 pounds or 70 kilograms. The Komodo dragon is classified by the IUCN as endangered and is listed on the IUCN Red List. Komodo dragons only live on a couple small islands in Indonesia, and that is why they're endangered. Komodo dragon are the largest and strongest of all the lizards on Earth. Captive Komodo dragons live an average of 20 to 30 years, while Komodo dragons in the wild are thought to live around 30 years. Amazingly, in recent years, scientists have uncovered fossils from Komodo dragon that date back about 300,000 to 4 million years. No one knows how long Komodo dragons have been around. The next animal I want to talk about is the chameleon. There's a lot to know about these amazing creatures. Before I talk about chameleons, I want to talk about this picture specifically. This picture is obviously staged. Chameleons can't be so many different colors at once. This is how color changing really works. In a relaxed state, the nanocrystals in a chameleon's gametes form a tight lattice, so they appear green or brown. When they're feeling excited, like trying to fight off a competitor to attract a mate, the nanocrystals will move apart to form a loose lattice, showing off the brighter red and yellow colors. Here's a map of where chameleons live so you can get a better idea. Chameleons live in a variety of habitats from rainforests and lowlands to deserts and semi-deserts, scrub savannas, and even sometimes mountains. In captivity, chameleons usually live from 3 to 10 years, and in the wild, chameleons usually live from 2 to 7 years. Did you know that there's 202 types of chameleon? The last lizard I want to talk about is the Gila monster, because I think it's one of the most interesting animals in the world. Gila monsters can live up to 40 years in captivity. The bite of a Gila monster is usually forceful and inflicts injury and serious pain. Once the Gila monster latches on, it chews the site, releasing venom along the grooves in its teeth into the now opened wound. No need to be afraid because one fatality has been confirmed since 1930 on February 12, 2024, which is surprisingly close to the day we're probably posting this, around a month and a half to 2 months. The Gila monster is the largest lizard native to the U.S. Gila monsters measure up to 22 inches or 56 centimeters in length. This may be the last to second to last section on reptiles, so I'm going to talk about turtles. There are so many different kinds of turtles out there, but I'm going to cover the 3 big ones on this: the green sea turtle, the snapping turtle, and the Galapagos giant turtle. I think that these 3 are probably the most interesting turtles out there. Snapping turtle only live in freshwater, like ponds, rivers, streams, and lakes. Snapping turtles average from 10 to 35 pounds. To date, the largest known documented caught wild adult male from Texas weighed 211 pounds. Some snapping turtles can live from 30 to 40 years. This is the area where snapping turtles live. There are 3 known types of snapping turtle: the alligator snapping turtle, the common snapping turtle, and the Sudanese snapping turtle. The rarest snapping turtle is the alligator snapping turtle. The next animal I want to talk about is the sea turtle. Leatherbacks are the largest sea turtle. On average, leatherbacks measure 1.5 to 2 meters, 4 to 6 feet long, and weigh 300 to 500 kilograms, 660 to 1,100 pounds. Once in the water, hatchlings are consumed by seabirds and even sometimes fish. Few survive to adulthood, with the estimates ranging from 1 in 1,000 to 10,000 sea turtles. Natural lifespan is estimated to be 50 to 100 years long. This is the general area in the world where sea turtles live. Recent estimates and studies show us that there are nearly 6.5 million sea turtles. There are 7 different kinds of sea turtle: the green, the leatherback, the loggerhead, the flatback, Kemp's Ridley, hawksbill, and the olive Ridley sea turtle. This is the Galapagos giant sea turtle. They live exclusively on the islands of the Galapagos. Males can weigh more than 500 pounds or 227 kilograms, and females can weigh 250 pounds or 113 kilograms. This is the general area where Galapagos giant tortoises live. Although the islands were thought once to be home to at least 250,000 tortoises, only about 1,500 remain in the wild today. Galapagos tortoises lead an uncomplicated life, grazing on grass, leaves, and cactus. They also sleep for about 16 hours a day. This is the last section in the video, so I'm going to play some music while you read the rest of these.
さつまいもさつまいも甘いさつまいも
I swear to God, you better subscribe right now. This took me 10 hours to make. I'll put a pipe bomb in your mouth.